the Hustle and Giggle podcast.
Welcome to episode 4 of the Hustle and Giggle podcast. For those of you who tuned into the episode last month, we had a fantastic time with Simon. Hearing him open up really humbled us all. So here we are, episode 4. And this is very different for us because we've got 2 of us based in Aylesbury and 1 of us based in Morocco today. Are you there, Leslie?
I'm here all the way from Morocco in the 24 degrees, enjoying the sunshine. But yes, how weird is this?
Oh, it's amazing.
We've done it.
Brilliant. Well done. And thank you, Nathan, for getting all the technology so that we can still go ahead with our recording today. Brilliant stuff. So what have we all been up to then? Charmer.
So I have now finally been to the marathon. I saw my sister run it and oh my God, what an atmosphere. Absolutely amazing. And as a result of that, I may have accidentally got swept up in the hysteria and entered the ballot for next year. So if I get into that, I will worry about that much later. Also went to Twickenham Stadium last week for an event put on for IT companies focusing on business growth. Absolutely amazing day, buzzing, so many fantastic conversations. Abe and I went for dinner afterwards, though, and a little bit peopled out, so just sat there in complete silence eating nachos because, yeah, just too many people all day. Also been up to Nottingham to collect a replacement pool car, so look out for a bright orange Skoda on the road. Hopefully this one won't get stolen. Went on a detour on the way back and fell into an Elizabethan hall. So this is a massive shout out to my husband for not only embracing having a historical geek for a wife, but also absolutely encouraging me. So yeah, it's been a busy few days with an absolute flatline on Monday where I just laid on my bed just binge watching Netflix. So yeah, busy.
Brilliant. Well done, Abe.
Yeah, well done, Abe.
Yes, well done, Abe. And well done, Laura. Well done, Laura, for the marathon. I actually watched the marathon the whole day. And yeah, goodness, I don't know how you're entering any ballot. I mean, 5K is enough for me, but to watch it was absolutely inspirational. And those people are just amazing. They deserve their medals. Yeah. But yeah, very good watch. Well done, Laura.
56,000 people registered.
That's mad. Is it? In
Wow.
fact, she's a Guinness World
Registered
Record. Yeah, she's got a Guinness World Record certificate. I don't know what you call it, but yeah, she's got that. She's got that up on the wall. How cool is that, though? I mean, it felt like everybody was there on that Sunday. It was a nice warm day as well. I've never been anywhere so busy in terms of people, but yeah, absolutely brilliant. So many inspirational people, all ages, sizes, backgrounds. Just yeah, you couldn't help but not get swept up in the happiness of it. Really, brilliant.
Yeah. The bit that I love the most
and
is
so well organised.
Yeah.
Amazing organisation.
Yep.
I love the bit when, when people really struggle and that you can see they're about to faint or they've fallen over and then somebody just stops and they're not bothered about their time, they're not bothered about their own motivation, they stop and they help people. And I just think that's really, really inspirational and so kind to do that.
Human beings can be great sometimes, can't they?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
So shall I talk about me next before we come over to Morocco? So gosh, I've had a birthday. I had a birthday last week, which was lovely. It was a bit of an unusual one for me because I have this thing about not working on my birthday. I just don't like it. And I think it's a nice opportunity to take a day out for you. And we were going on holiday 2 days later. So I worked on my birthday this year, but we had a lovely evening out. We went to our favourite Mexican restaurant in Abingdon. Big shout out to Dorindo's if anybody loves traditional, true Mexican. It's amazing. So that was really nice. And then we went away 2 days later. So I've been lucky enough to have 5 days in Lanzarote since our last podcast. It was lovely. We went with some families. So we went with Richard's daughter, her partner, and baby Sienna. Oh my God, it was so lovely. She's like the beautifulest role model baby in the world, and we spent 5 days just all fighting over cuddling her and feeding her and going in the pool with her, and it was lovely. It was so nice. We nobody wanted to come back, so we were all like really miserable on the day we came home because we really, really wanted to stay. But it was lovely. It was so nice, and lovely break, refreshed and ready to go and build up for the next one. So it's been brilliant. I've had a really nice time since we've last recorded the podcast. So come on then, Leslie, tell us about Morocco.
I'm here. It's beautiful. Yeah, the sun is shining. If only you could see it on the recordings. This is a first. obviously. I'm due to have lots of holidays, I hope, this year. So you never know, there might be another one.
Round the World with Leslie podcast.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Who needs a race
why
around the
not?
world? Yeah.
I love that.
No, Morocco's very nice. The hotel's amazing. We're staying in a Rue Palace. And it's great. With Nicole and Morgan, which is fantastic. And just trying to have some chill out time. Been a busy week. I've managed to do one deal while I'm out here. You're talking about work and
Brilliant.
being on holiday. So, I'm getting one deal completed this morning, which is great. And, I might do some sunbathing. Do you know, I started playing Uno. The whole world here plays Uno. And I see a lot of people playing Uno, but we've got No Mercy Uno. This is brutal. I mean, if anyone wants to get No Mercy Uno, it is really good fun, but very brutal. So, Oh, sorry, that's probably into our next little topic of things that we recommend.
Oh, no. We need to go back. We need to go back to Uno. What is it? Is it a special game that's called No Mercy, or is it a different take on the game that you play? How's it work?
Yeah, different take on it. So you can only have 25 cards in your hand at any one time, bearing in mind that one of the cards is pick up 10. So if someone gets that and they've already got a few. But there's just more cards in there that will kick you off the game. And
Fantastic.
Love it.
Hold bar. Good fun though.
Is this just like an evening game, or do you play this throughout the day? Or all day, every day?
Do you know what? We've managed to get a lovely cabana. So we actually play it during the day as well. A bit of aqua aerobics as well. I'm trying to keep a bit fit while I'm there so that I can have a few glasses of wine in the evening. And we play it on the cabana. And we've got another game, but you might have to beep it. It's called, you know what, beep it next. It's called Shithead, but it's the best card game ever. I'll have to teach you guys how to play it. So, really good card games as well. So
I love that.
That's all you do on holiday, I guess.
Brilliant. I love that.
Shithead.
Fantastic. Can you imagine if someone just listens to that point and then don't listen to the previous line that talks about the game? Fantastic. Very funny. So what are we, recommendations and new stuff? Anything we want to share? I'm just going to go back to the last episode here, because when Simon was here, he took the mickey out of us a little bit because we both recommended something without actually even tasting it. So when we left here last time, we all went across to Marks and Spencer and we brought their viral pistachio chocolate, and we didn't taste it together actually, but we took it home and tasted it, and it was okay. It was very sickly and quite expensive. So you've got to taste it. But would I do a repeat purchase? Not sure, if I'm honest. Not sure if I'd do another repeat purchase. And then my other recommendation, which is quite a bizarre one, but I was completely mesmerised by it. So it's not really probably the kind of people in terms of a target audience that listen to our podcast. But when we were on the flight flying out to Lanzarote, Sienna, who's 8 months old, Sean stuck one of those, like, you wet them and you stick them to glass. I can't think what the technical name of it is for. But literally, it was a toy that you blob onto the window in the aeroplane, and she literally stood there on her mum's lap for a good 45 minutes just spinning it. And it was probably the simplest toy ever. But actually, if I was now a mum who had a baby who was going on a flight, I would be getting off to the shops to get one of those. And it became the toy of the holiday. It came everywhere with us. It sat in the restaurants, on the tables. It was brilliant. And, one of those kind of things where you think you don't have to spend a lot of money for, a young baby. Brilliant. Loved it. So run out and buy one, mums-to-be or mums that are hopping on a flight this summer. It's fantastic.
Or just if you're bored on a flight in general, sounds like something good to distract you.
We could have fun with it.
In the window.
I might get you both one, actually. Or I definitely need to get Leslie one on all her flights this year.
I think them things are called suckers, aren't they? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I think we'll go with that. I think
sounds
that's
good.
good.
Sounds good, yeah.
I think we'll go with it. Suckers, that's it. Go for it.
I'm coming out with all the words today.
Obviously, the heat is far better for your brain than it is for ours. But yeah, what about you, Leslie? What are your recommendations this week, if any?
Well, I've got that good one on the chicken wine. Honestly, Jane recommended it. Obviously, shout out to her. But it is lovely. So we went away, and just before we went away, I opened a bottle, and it's just lovely. It's not too strong. It's not too sweet. It's just perfect.
Goldilocks.
Why is it called chicken wine?
It's got to be my new wine. I don't know why it's called the chicken wine, but it's got a picture of a chicken on it, obviously. But I don't think it's specially just to eat with chicken, because honestly, ladies, we've got to eat it. Drink it, eat it.
We can have some chicken as well.
Fantastic! I love that.
Yeah, definitely recommend that, and obviously, no mercy. Yeah,
I definitely need to play that, and shithead. Definitely need to play that.
Brilliant. What about you, Karma?
So mine's another app again. So I got quite into my weightlifting over the last year, and my daughter Holly told me about this app called Heavy, Hevy, and you choose which exercise you want based on which muscle groups you want to work, and it's kind of like it's public, so everybody can see what you've done, which then puts the pressure on to lift as heavy as you can. So I spent 2 days wincing every time I lifted my arms, but it definitely made me work harder than I would have done. So
brilliant.
Yeah, thoroughly recommend that. So I've made different programs for different shoulders, neck, back, whatever. So another app. That's quite fitting actually, because it's tech, isn't it? So yeah, another app.
Love that.
Is it free?
It is free. I mean, there's a paid version, but I don't know what you get on that. But I'll tell you what, I'll show you how to use that, and you show me the shithead game, and then we're quits.
We'll drink wine.
And eat chicken. Yeah.
Or the alternative is
Brilliant.
you always recommend an app.
Yeah.
Leslie always recommends alcohol. And
Yours is chocolate.
I'll just go with the chocolate or
Yeah.
the baby toy, and we can just get a theme running through our podcast. How
Love
funny
it.
is that? So
Sounds perfect.
So quite timely, actually, with me just having come back from a breakaway and Leslie currently on hers. On episode 3, we talked about our favourite types of holidays. But did you know that only 57% of small business owners actually take a holiday? And among those that do, 67% check in with work or their emails at least once a day. So be interesting to hear what you do, how you prepare. Do you work on holiday? Does that stat affect us as business owners when we go on holiday, what we do whilst we're away? What about you, Leslie? What have you done to prepare, or what are you still doing whilst you're away?
Well, I am very guilty of this. I do have my laptop, but then we found out yesterday that I didn't have the charger, which is not a good move, but I've got Nicole's iPad now. But yeah, I'm very guilty of that. I did some payments. I did a deal this morning. So yeah, what I try to do is sort of get them out the way in the morning, and then from now, when I finish up now, obviously I'll go and enjoy the evening, the afternoon and everything else. So, yeah, I really wish I could just go away and shut the door. But being a business owner, unfortunately, I don't know. Yeah, I'm very guilty of not really relaxing. I wish I could, but unfortunately I can't.
What about you, Karma?
So I'm trying to think. I can't remember the last time I was on a holiday, but I remember our honeymoon, we phoned into the office every single morning. So we were in Mexico. I think we were there for 2 weeks, but every morning we phoned in, old fashioned, going up with cash, popping it in a proper, I forgot what it's called, telephone thing on the wall, like a little kiosk.
Box.
A kiosk. Yeah, what are they? But that was, the business had been going for probably about 4 years then. So it's got a bit better in latter years, but I tend to try and go away when it's a good point in the month for me, because there's no one else to do my role. So I need to pick the right time to go away. And the thing that I find is I can get very manic getting ready to go away. So it's an absolute busy buzz just getting on top of everything. And then when you get on holiday, it's kind of really difficult to switch out of that mode into relaxing. I do check my emails, but I figure spending 5-10 minutes a day checking my emails and kind of archiving them and categorising them for when I get back makes my life so much easier. I would rather do that than completely switch off and then know that I'm going to be screwed when I get back and really overwhelmed. And the other thing that I do is, personally, see if you girls can relate to this, I feel the need to make my house immaculate. I mean, the kids take the mickey. I'm not doing it for the burglar. You know, like, why does everything have to be absolutely perfect? So, yeah, I can't change it. I think I am who I am now. It's done. So yeah. But now you both make me want a holiday.
Bedding.
New bedding. Oh my God, yeah. The bins have got to be emptied and cleaned, and it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. The things we do.
Yeah. I totally relate to the house bit. I want to walk back in and just wind down after my holiday and not think about tidying the house. So I'm like you. I absolutely want to walk back into a nice, neat house. I even think about food, and sometimes I do a food order to be delivered the day we arrive home.
That's good.
But yeah, no, absolutely. But with regard to the business, it's interesting because I did something slightly different this time, and I normally end up working quite a lot on holiday, but I reversed it and I worked lots before I went on holiday. So I literally worked something like 12 consecutive days, didn't have weekends before I went on holiday, knowing that I would then be able to still take my laptop, but more for an emergency, not to have to work. And actually, I spent 20 minutes working on holiday. So we had 5 days away, and I spent 20 minutes. I did check my emails on my phone every day, but actually physically doing something for a client, I didn't have to do anything apart from that 20 minutes, which is a first in 6 years. And it did absolutely feel like I had a holiday away from the business, which was good. And mentally and all that good stuff, you know, we all need to try and do that, because otherwise you just roll in from 1 week to the other. So I think that strategy for me, I would do next time. And I also, we're probably coming on to the next topic here, because it's interesting what we then do when we come back. So how do you catch up after you return from holiday? I always write, before I go away, always write myself a to-do list. So anything that I need to pick up immediately when I come back. So nothing that's urgent enough for me to do before I've gone, but something that I need to then focus on. And again, that's my organised head, that I've got it out of my head and onto a list. So that helps me. That helps me as well in terms of coming back and not therefore feeling totally overwhelmed with walking back into the business and having to kind of start immediately. What about you, Karma? Do you do anything specific when you come back?
So one of the things I kind of do in general anyway is I colour code the shit out of my emails. So I categorise everything into urgents, like who to call, what to do, so I can kind of prioritise straight away. Actually, I haven't got a hustle and giggle one.
What?
Right, we're going to be purple. I'm feeling like it's a purple vibe. Yeah, absolutely. Well, you're in my private one. You're not in my work one. You're in my special email.
Thank you.
But yeah, so that's what I do. And the other thing I do, and I don't recommend this at all, is I work flat out when I get back until I'm on top of everything. Which then I have to factor in a flat line, or the flat line comes and finds me and I find myself bursting into tears in the morning because I'm just feeling completely overwhelmed. So I don't really do moderation very well in life at all. So I'm still trying to work out how best to not just crack on and get everything done and work all the hours you can. So yeah, any advice on that I'd be open to from both of you, actually.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. It's interesting how we all have our own habits, but actually there's a lot of synergy in terms of crossing over, isn't there? What about you, Leslie? What will you do for when you get back? What have you done? Have you done any prep for when you get back, or how will you handle it?
Yeah, well, I probably agree with both of you, to be fair. So I've got you to thank, Amanda. When we first met, many years ago, at networking, I remember you telling me about a to-do list. I can't remember if you'd done a little 1-minute speech or something. But anyway, I never heard of a to-do list in my life, stupidly, I must admit. But I do a to-do list, and it's got to be one of the best things ever. I like your idea of categorising everything, Karma. That sounds good. I might try that too. But yeah, I'm a bit like you. When I get back, I'm going to be working all hours, sometimes an overnighter, just to get up to date with everything. But whilst I'm here, that's probably the reason I do it, to try and keep it down so that I don't have to come back and work all the hours. But I know I do get overwhelmed. So again, any advice other than the major to-do list and
chicken
colour
wine.
coding things.
Chicken wine.
Yeah. I'll have a glass of wine next to me, trust me, when I'm overwhelmed. I sound like a right alcoholic, don't I? Don't mean to be. So any ideas, any suggestions above and what we've said would be greatly appreciated, because I know it's going to be overwhelming.
Yeah. The bit that I struggle with is stopping to think about work, and that's not just since I've run my business. I've always been like that. So even when I was, employed in my kind of corporate role, I really struggled to just switch off completely and not think about what's going on, because I kind of think worst case scenario, what if I hadn't done that, or what if I hadn't handed this over properly, or what if this happens? So that for me would be a real bonus if I could switch off completely.
Yeah, I think one of the questions as well, to enable to do that, I mean, if someone sends you an email saying on the Monday and you're away, I mean, how soon do you think you need to reply? I mean, I've got a really bad habit if I need to reply straight away. And if I reply the next day, I always open it with, I'm really sorry for the delay. But is that a delay? I mean, I don't always get emails back straight away. So what would you say is a reasonable time to go back to someone when you're running your guys'?
I think it depends what the request is, isn't it? I'm a big fan of holding emails. So if I know that I can't get access to whatever it is they're asking, or I'm away, then I'll send a quick holding email just saying thanks for the email, and I'll touch base next week. So because I don't kind of like to just leave things loose. I mean, I would suggest out of office on your emails as well, but I know you have to be really careful with that, because then people can pretend to be you and stuff. So or just but the one that I get quite a lot of is out of offices that say I'm away from my laptop, or I'm away from my phone for the next couple of days, and then that's not implying that you're on holiday. It's kind of just saying that you're not available. And then I like to set customers' expectations, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. So a holding email, or I mean, Christ, you've got to have a holiday.
Yeah.
We're not robots, are we? As much as we try and work flat out. So go with it, or apologise afterwards. Yeah, sorry, I've been away for a week.
Yeah. I do always email my clients and tell them I'm away. So my contract clients, so the clients that I work with on a regular basis, I sent them all an email 4 days before I went to say, I'm going to be away during this time. This won't affect this work that I do for you, and I will be picking up my emails on a regular basis. So actually, they had 4 days to speak to me before I went if there was anything urgent, and they know therefore that whilst I'm away, yes, I'll pick up emails, but I'm away, and that I've always done that actually. But then the new stuff that comes in, obviously that doesn't count for that. It's only the clients that I work with on a regular basis. But I'm like you, Leslie. I answer things quickly, and that's the world we live in, because we have access to emails 24 hours a day now. So we set that. Well, I think we set ourselves the expectations if we answer emails immediately to a client. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one.
Okay.
Anyway, let's do some quick fire questions. So let's go first, Leslie. Do you work from home? Do you work from home? Do you work from bed or office?
Definitely office. I would be asleep if I was on my bed.
Karma?
Office as well. Yeah, bed is not for work.
No. There we go.
Watching Netflix, obviously.
There we go. There's the first one.
There I go again.
There she goes. Definitely office for me. And in fact, I have this thing about getting ready to go to work, even though I'm working at home. So I won't work in pyjamas. I won't work in a tracks. I won't work. I get ready to go into my office, because then mentally I'm at work, and there's a difference between being at home and being at work, because my office is based at home, and I have that difference. But not the bed. I would definitely not the bed. So Karma, work late or work early?
Both, whatever's needed.
Oh,
yeah. there is no preferred one. Whenever, both, whatever's needed to get something done. So, yeah.
Leslie, early or late?
Late, definitely. Kev tends to have early nights and gets up really early. So best time for me to go and do some extra work is when he's gone off to bed.
Oh, okay. I'm the opposite. I'm early, actually. So my brain definitely can start at 6 o'clock in the morning, but come 10 o'clock at night, it's dead. So I'm definitely an early worker. What about your inbox then, Leslie? Is it like really controlled? Do you manage it really well, or is it chaos?
No, definitely managed. I couldn't live in chaos. I was working for a client and doing some extra work in their accounts, and someone had 257 emails in their inbox. I wouldn't sleep at night with that many in my inbox. So absolutely not. No, I know all my emails that are in there.
I could almost bypass Karma on this one and answer it on her behalf. In fact, I'll answer it for you. You answer it for me.
Go on then. Yeah.
Okay, so inbox zero or inbox chaos, absolutely zero. Colour coded, everything's opened and put into a folder. This is for you, by the way. Put into a folder that's actionable, not actionable. This client, do something with this.
Yep, absolutely bang on. The only other thing I'd add to that is I boomerang emails. Have either of you used the boomerang plugin?
No, what's that?
Oh, in fact, this should be another top tip, shouldn't it? So basically, it's a plugin. It's exactly what I said it is. It's a plugin for Outlook, and you can boomerang your email. So if you've got an email that you need to deal with next month, but you don't want it sat like visible on your, in your to-do list almost, then you just boomerang it out for a month, and then in a month's time it'll come back in. Honestly, that's a game changer as well. And if you need access to it, it sits in a beautiful little folder called Boomerang, so you don't have to wait that month to have eyes on it again. So yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who knew?
Who knew? Yeah, that is honestly,
So
that is
brilliant.
that and categorising everything has been a game changer for me, because my email is my to-do list. Yeah. So I want to keep it as short and succinct and actionable as possible. Yeah. But over to you then. So I would say you've got to be inbox zero as well. Yeah. And I reckon you're going to be going and adding Boomerang as well now when you get home. Yeah.
I love that. Brilliant. All right, then one last question. What one thing, Karma, are you always... Now we should try and do it for each other. What one thing are you always Googling?
So I'm always Googling the weather, because I'm walking so much. I walked 108 miles just walking alone last month. Amazing. So I'm going to try and beat that this month. So I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with the weather. So I need to know what to wear, whether to take an umbrella. So yeah, I Google. I could probably just have it as a shortcut, but I'm Googling like Met Office and BBC, and Abe's got this karting app, so I'm making him check that as well. So yeah, it's the weather. It's my obsession. Sorry, not sorry.
I'm exactly the same. Which
Are you?
Feels to me like I've just completely replicated what you've said. Not from a walking perspective, but just I like to know what's going on the next day with the weather, so I know what to wear. Can I put the washing out? What's going to happen? Do we have to wear? I don't know. I always Google the weather, and I could always tell you what's happening 48 hours ahead for the weather.
So I'm not going to Google it anymore. I'm just going to ask you. Yeah.
Go on then, Leslie. What about you? What do you always Google?
Well, I'm sorry, I don't do the same as you on the weather. I really couldn't care less. I look outside and think, that's what I'll wear today, or I'll just wear it anyway and freeze. At the moment, I'm Googling a lot of party ideas. We have a big party coming up. And so I'm just Googling table decorations and stuff like that. So I'm a bit boring, really. So just some ideas and stuff like that. So I think that's what I've been Googling lately.
Brilliant.
Nothing exciting.
So
actually, it is exciting.
It is exciting.
Dare I say? Of course, it's exciting. I'm having a party.
Yeah, massive.
So we're gonna lose Leslie in almost, I think, about 5 minutes. So we're gonna need to do a very quick round robin that says one thing that we've got coming up that we're looking forward to. Leslie.
What have I got looking forward to? I'm so looking forward to seeing my Bentley Boo when I get home. Am I allowed that?
Of course you are.
Of course you are.
You're allowed anything. Karma?
Yes, I miss that boy. Yes, he gives me smiles.
Bless him. Looking forward to my hospital appointment next week. I've got a fat arthritic, I can't even say it. I've got arthritis in my toe. Middle age sucks. And I'm hoping to encourage them to give me a steroid injection in my toe. So, woo.
I'm looking forward to, I've been thinking about for a number of years, the tooth on the front of my mouth that's crooked. This is a weird one. And I really, really don't like it. And it really, really annoys me and makes me not smile nicely. So I'm having an Invisalign fitted on Monday, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've got to wear the Invisalign for like 6 months, but I'm really looking forward to it. So I'll keep you progressed about what's going to happen to it. And, well, who knows how beautiful I might look afterwards. So, yeah.
You already look beautiful.
You
already look beautiful. You look beautiful.
Good one. Thank you. Thank you. So that's it. That's a wrap on episode 4. Episode 4, can you believe it? Episode 4. We've done 4 of these.
Crazy.
Mad.
This is brilliant.
Love it.
So honestly, we absolutely love having you alongside us, everybody, and this is really exciting. We love doing these podcasts, and hopefully you'll be able to see that our nerves have moved on somewhat, and we're fairly comfortable with how we're talking on everything now, on the technology. So see you next time. We can't wait to hang out with you again. And remember, you can find us on Spotify, Apple, Amazon and YouTube. So stay curious, stay kind, keep up the hustle and giggle, and Bye, Leslie from Morocco.
I'm going to try and have a good holiday and relax.
Enjoy the rest of your holiday.
Thank you.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Bye.
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 The Hustle and Giggle Podcast.